Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a fifth grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
PC Systems, your dedicated call center partner. We specialize in live customer support as a service, a 24/7 support center, empowering system integrators, operators, and innovators to execute seamlessly at scale, precisely when and where it matters most. Our TaaS model encompasses infrastructure, technology procurement, and comprehensive implementation and lifecycle support. With 3 decades of industry expertise, PC Systems leads in collaborative solutions across hospitality, multifamily student housing, and healthcare. As your trusted white label support partner, PC Systems operates seamlessly in the background, acting as an extension of your team and brand. Simple pricing and transparent solutions allow us to extend your business reach at scale. Let us accelerate your project execution and provide the service delivery infrastructure to expand your business. Contact PC Systems, your call center partner.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
All right, everybody, it's time once again, round 5 with the GT Champions World Cup. It's season 8 in Gran Turismo here for us. And not to disappoint, we have all 15 drivers here today to race in the big leagues, the top spot, the top split. And there's a lot, there's a lot that needs to get done. Not the least of which is me getting some scoring stuff so I can bring it up on the screen for you. I'll work on that, I promise. It's been a little bit crazy around here. But Jay is leading the championship with 138 points. LJ running in second with 119 points. And 3 points behind him is Nuke. 2 points behind Nuke is HPR. And 4 points behind HPR is Justin. So your top 5, the 4 of the top 5 are really close. There's a little gap that's going to have to be handled for Jay. Somebody's got to come in here and take his lunch money. So we'll see if there's anybody that can do that at Road Atlanta today. In the Pro-Am class, we've got a couple of drivers racing in here that are in the Pro-Am class that work their way up to the top lobby. In Pro-Ams, Upgrade, Craig, and Prometheus are your top 3, and Upgrade is the only one in the Pro-Ams in the 3-digit numbers, a 102. Craig right behind him with a 96. 1 point behind him is Prometheus. So Prometheus and I believe Craig are both here. Let's see, is Craig here? Yes, so Craig and Prometheus, 1 point separates the two of them, and they are both here today. So this is going to be pretty great. We're going to start. Let me just type this out. I cannot type today, but that's okay. You don't get to see what I'm typing. So we're going to get qualifying started so the drivers can get out there and get some laps put in here. This should be really good. Everyone is here, so Start qualifying. Let's get on the track and figure that out. Just want to make sure we give a big shout out to our folks at PC Systems, one of our official sponsors here at GT Champions. Make sure you check them out. I'm actually going to be meeting Bill on Tuesday evening, and we're going to be working together for a day or two out in Pennsylvania, so that'll be a lot of fun. Also going to go see my boy Joey Cannoli while we're out there. And if anybody else is out in that area, let me know. I'll be happy to come visit with you guys. Of course, also the folks at Origin Micro, our global sponsor here at GT Champions. Appreciate all that they do. Go check them out, originmicro.com. Reach out to me if you want any advice on stuff. If you want to get an introduction to the president of the company and try to see what you can do, hey, all that stuff's handled. We could take care of it. So that'll be cool. Also, this morning, I forgot to mention, this morning we did our first race at Le Mans in IGTS, and it was spectacular. So you got to go back and watch it. Tons of action. We had the record number of cars. I think it was 48 or 46 cars out on the track today. It was pretty great. So everybody shooting for those coins, which is what everybody else here is doing. And speaking of that, let's get out on track and see if we can't see what's going on with some of these drivers. Let's get all the stuff on. There we go. I need to turn off my TV because it is entirely too loud. So let's go to the top of the board here. Here's our leader. This man has got all of the talent and some to spare, and he's chosen the GTR for this race. And he's going to be the first one to start a lap. So we'll see what he sets, because it's going to be insane, I'm sure, compared to the rest of the drivers. Unless he just... Okay, that's one way to get through the corner. I think all four tires just turned really, really red right there. I wonder if he's going to be able to make that happen the whole time. I don't know. We'll see. So, that caught me so off guard, you guys. I was completely lost in my thought when I saw him drift that car through turn one. That was pretty cool. Jay has a lot of work to do to keep the championship, right? He's still got to win all the races. And you never know what happens, right? You catch some back markers, you catch a little grass on accident. We've seen the fastest guys ever lose it. So we'll see how it goes. But just a reminder that the drivers get to use their cars one time in the whole season. So we will not see this driver in a GT4 GTR for the rest of the season. So they got 6 cars to choose from, 6 cars to use for GT4, 6 cars to use for GT3. Oh, did he cut that? That was really close. I think he'll be fine. All right, so what's this first lap going to be? And who is going to come in and take it from him on the first lap? All right, a 127 HPRs coming down. There's a whole bunch of people that are coming across the line. Who's there? Mr. Jones. Oh, Upgrade takes it by a couple of tenths. Mont Gogo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this number right here is not going to stand, and Ricardus goes to the top. When you drift through turn one, you're not going quick enough. So he's going to have to start that one all over. So Jay Brunn comes out with his typical white livery, and he will be sitting on the podium as it stands right now, half a second over Ricardus. There's Ricardus. Chose the McLaren for this round. Dipshy up to the top, and the McLaren. Did anybody use a weird car? We'll have to check on that. As we see, Jay went into the pits, and he's coming back out. LJ, what's he in? He's in the GTR today. His whole crew watching on his Twitch channel, I believe. He talks about those people all the time. So he must love you all. Nope, to the top of the board, a half a second in his McLaren. So Sector 7 showing up at on the leaderboards there in the top 5. They got 3 of them. Let's see who else we got. There's Upgrade. He's in the Mustang. All right. Jay came out and said, "Excuse me while I go a half a second faster than you guys." Good golly, man. All right, so oh wait, look at that. J-Rod's here. What? Pew, pew, pew. I don't have my button in front of me. Good friend and the RWB team captain out in the McLaren, so he's going to get that car done this race too. He's only off by about a second, which is fine because Nuke is off by half a second. HPR is up to third, and he's in the Cayman. All right, in the Hoonigan Cayman, that is a lot of pink. I hope we can see out the back window. Not sure how these people drive. Some of them. See, Upgrade is in seventh in the Mustang. There's another McLaren. There's another Mustang. So Craig's in the Mustang. Schneider is also in the Mustang, and Clint Freeman is in the GTR. Prometheus is in the McLaren. It's almost like, hey, look, there's a Ferrari. It's almost like the drivers picked the same car. A lot of GTRs and McLarens out here. A couple of Mustangs, a Porsche, and that car. You got to use it sometime, so you might as well use it when you feel like you can get the time out of it, right? All right, Jay going in, brand new tires. Going to go out and try to set another lap time. He's only got a couple tenths on Nuke. Nuke has got some pace today. Except for stuff like that. That's going to kill his time. HPR got a little slipstream going into turn one. And Dipshy, boom, up into third. These McLarens are feeling pretty racy out on the track today. I wouldn't mind having one of those. Those are good cars. HPR in fourth, Upgrade in fifth. J-Rod, ooh, with the penalty. He's gonna have to. He'll spend that up here as he's going up the hill, and then he'll get that taken care of, and he'll get one more lap to try to get this done. They got 3 minutes to get their laps done. LJ is getting ready to come out. Jay Brunn. Ricardus, Schneider, Craig, Prometheus. These two right here, Craig and Prometheus, Pro-Am leaders in their class, now up into the bigger points. But one of the hard parts about doing the lobbies this way is that the winning the lobby below earns you points of about 5th or 6th place in this lobby. So they're going to have to get up there and earn some points because the people they're fighting are down below. So I'm not going to say it's a... Oh, look at that. Justin, 3 tenths up the road in the Ferrari. He says, I'm going to go do that again now. So Jay comes out and he puts down a... Oh, he's on his... Okay, that was his out lap. Look at this. Justin Silva on the podium. He has been racy. The problem is... just about every race he's done something and spun the car out. So maybe he can get through 90 minutes at this track without having to worry about that. Let's see. Let's see. Jay's got. Where's the next timing line for these guys? I think they got to come around the double hander here. Double hander. Where do I learn how to speak? I think there's a timing line. Oh, he went through it already, so I missed it. I'm just curious if he's up or down. Where's Justin? Justin is behind him on the track. All right, so let's see. Let's see what Justin's doing. Is he up or down? They're coming to a timing line now. And he's up just a little bit. And, oh, okay, Justin's on his out lap. Oh, he's going to just get it in there. All right, so Jay's not purple, and so far it looks like, yep, he's not gonna have the race, the lap here. He's gonna have to do one more lap, and this is his last chance to really send it. He got a little faster, and now Justin's gonna get his lap in. Nuke still in third, Dipshy in fourth, HPR drops to fifth, J-Rod in sixth. So he's going to be a surprise. I haven't got to see him race in a while. Good friend. I've met him a couple of times IRL, and he's a super cool dude. Most of the RWB guys are. Upgrade says I'm just going to park it over here. He really should get off the track so he doesn't cause a yellow flag or something. LJ in 9th. Clint Freeman is in the pits. Ricardus, Schneider, Craig, and Prometheus rounding it out. All right, let's see. Where's Jay? All right, let's see. Jay's going to be coming up the hill here. We're going to see where he's at when he gets to the top. It's just after the penalty zone. Right about when the hill drops and turns just a hair. Okay, let's see what he is. What's he got here? He is not purple. He's down a little bit. Justin is what? Justin's off by a full second, so I don't think that's going to do it for him. So Jay will come across. He'll be coming across next. We'll see what his time is, but is this going to be the first time Jay does not have the pole? It is. That's going to be the first time. Here comes Justin. He's not going to go any better, but Justin gets the pole. Nuke comes home third. Dipshy is in fourth as he comes across the line. And let's see, who is this here? Here comes Ricardus. He was in 11th. Let's see if he can do any better there. He does improve, jumps up to 9th. And then who's this? Come on. Here comes HPR just chasing him down. But look at that. Folks, Justin Silva, the first person to finally put Jay down a peg. Not that that's a good or bad thing. Just Jay's had the pole in every race. I'm pretty sure. So Justin out there in the Ferrari says, I know how to throw some lap times together, son. Let's do this thing. So that'll be an interesting battle. Nice job, Justin. What? I also like the livery, looks good. So Justin will start off the race today. Your championship leader is going to start right next to him on the outside going into turn 1. So the only way Jay is going to make this work is if he can get alongside up the hill in turn 1 so that he can get the inside to turn 3, which is the really sharp right-hander before the S's. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out. Way to go, Justin. That's a bonus point. Well, it's 2 bonus points for the pole sitter. Fastest lap also gets you a bonus point, but Justin is going to have the extra 2 bonus points for the pole position. That'll be helpful, especially since he's fighting with HPR and Nuke and LJ, and so now, not including the race, Justin will be just 2 points behind 4th place with HPR. So, can he put it all together and get a good finish? I don't know. I just don't know. So Jay, he'll be in P2. We're gonna go over that right now. So here's our results, and I have to do my due diligence and get the picture of all this, just in case we have to red flag. I know I said it out loud. I shouldn't have, but I did. All right, so row 1, you're going to have the pole sitter Justin Silva with Jay right there next to him. That difference of 0.3 of a second, or 2.9. That's pretty good. Row 2, you're going to have teammates Nuke and Dipshy. Row 3, you're going to have Jay Brunn and HPR. After them, on the 4th row, you're going to have LJ and J-Rod. So that's going to be pretty cool. Row 5, Ricardus and Upgrade. Right behind them, Clint Freeman, or Mach Gogo, in 11th and 12th is Schneider. And on row 7, Craig and Prometheus, the 2 that are battling it out for the Pro-Am. This is a big deal. They are separated by 1 single point. And they're a little bit behind Upgraded, but they're on the track and just behind them by, 5-6 points. So that's a lot. So this should be really good. All right, I got my pictures. Let's let the drivers get their stuff together. This will be good. Woohoo! So we'll see if the drivers are ready. We'll just keep an eye on them there on the side and see how that goes for them. And of course, big shout out again to those who are participating today. Everybody's here. This is going to be super good. This is a fun track. We just raced this track last weekend in IGTS on iRacing for the preseason multi-class race, and it was pretty good. It was a good race. All right, I think everybody is showing that they're good to go. Shall we start this race? 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. All right, good luck, drivers, for those of you that are listening, because I know some of you do. And let's cheer on those of you who are watching. You can feel free to cheer on the drivers. They always enjoy that. All right. Let's get everything up and running. We're gonna focus on P6. That's P7 rather. No, 8 right there is right in the middle. 7 and 8. So we'll keep an eye on these drivers and just make sure nothing goes crazy. Everyone gets a good start. Few folks in the back trying to work their way through. Justin's got a good run with that Ferrari. It has been known to jump off the line pretty good. Oh, right there inside. Outside goes Dipshy. Really outside. Everyone else kind of holds it together. But Dipshy off into turn 1. Ouchie. Andy's got some damage. But Justin takes off already half a second over Jay. Here comes HPR and Nuke right behind. And LJ. That's your top 5. Everyone kind of still put together. Uh-oh. Clint Freeman seems to have a penalty already. He's going to have to spend that at some point today. Everything's still looking good. The 2 leaders just buzzed out of there. And then HPR running in 3rd. 4th in the championship, 3rd on the track. Good place to be. Nuke sitting in 4th right now. 3rd place in the championship. All we need to do is get these guys to switch a couple spots around. They'll have the championship leaders in correct order. All right, LJ into the chicane. Up the hill they go under Fox Bridge, down to the start-finish line for the first time, and Justin's going to throw that car through there. Jay right behind him. There comes HPR, Nuke, LJ, Ricardus, Upgrade, Mr. Jones, and the rest of the crew all zipping through. And here comes Dipshy. He's got some work to do, that Dipshy character. Can Justin hold it together in this car? It is rare for us to see a battle, and I'm glad someone's bringing it to battle, because Jay has been dominant. Oh, that might be a penalty. Did Silva go over? We'll find out. We're going to focus on him and see. I think all Jay has to do is sit on the backside of Justin and keep him focused on his mirrors. Justin, hopefully, is just going to focus on putting his car right where it needs to be. Everybody's still out on track. Dipshy's catching up, 3 seconds from the back of the pack. Into the chicane they go. Whatever you do, Justin, don't blow your lead. I know, commentators curse. They've got a pretty sizable gap to the folks behind them. Ooh, Justin getting a little squirrely through there. Oh, what a fun track this is. HPR's got Nuke for company here shortly. But everybody is still doing okay. Dipshy's even back into the thick of things. He'll be there, well, at least he'll be there in a second or so. upgrade up into the 6th position. There's Mr. Jones, aka J-Rod in P7. And we're going to see a lot of these drivers in the upper field of this making their way through and staying in this lobby for the rest of the season if they don't miss a race. There's the SLR guys. There's Schneider and Craig running matching liveries. That won't get confusing at all. Thank goodness for names over tops of their heads. There's Mr. Brunn. And then right here we've got Prometheus and Clint. I love that livery right there. That looks pretty freaking boss right there. I like the orange on the one side and the lightning bolts on the other. Dipshy's not far, folks. This is his view, so he does have a way to get back. Speaking of looking at views, these two are just driving away. They're 2.5 seconds over 3rd place right now. And you know what? That's cool. This is what we want to see. We want to see battling. Here we go. The boy from Bermuda setting some pace out there in that Ferrari. Then there's HPR giving that little Cayman a run for its money. Nuke still a second or so behind him. And then Ricardus is going to be the start of this train of cars. 5, 6, 7. Then there's LJ with a small gap, and then 9, 10, 11. And then there's Clint and Prometheus with Dipshy not far behind, so he's getting there, right? It's looking better. HP. Justin's sporting the Origin Micro logo big on that wing. Love to see that. What I'm gonna do is I want to go back and check out the issue that was at the start of the race with wait, no, where's the, okay, I guess I gotta go back further. Hold on, let me go back further and find Dipshy. Where's Dipshy? I want to get to him. Sorry, I got to get through the cars. All right, let's go back. Let's just see what happened with Dipshy here while the guys are driving around. Oh, he got a little bit of help from a certain pink Porsche and some damage to the car. So that'll do it. All right, Dipshy's there. He's on Prometheus's proverbial butt in matching cars. So he's going to take that and use all the slipstream. He's just going to have to drive all the way through these guys. Remember, the bottom 3 drivers have to are demoted down, and Dipshy had to work his way up. And the last thing he's going to do is make himself drop again. So he'll get the spot. I mean, he's already gained on these guys, so he'll be there. Here goes Craig. Getting it done. Maybe, maybe not. Nope. Clint says, I'm going to have this turn. But he says, oh, I might be able to keep my nose in it. Nope, he can't. He's going to have to drop back. He's got a lot of pressure. He's got a couple fasties right behind him. Craig is leading Prometheus by 1 point. So every position between these guys is going to matter. So it's going to be a fun race to watch. Meanwhile, Justin cannot shake Jay at all. Like, at all. Oh, and HPR has a half-second penalty. Let's see what that looks like for Nuke. Tap of the brakes for half a second and watch this closing speed. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. And he goes flying by. Nuke into the podium places. Hey, but don't count this dude out. He's like, I may not like this Porsche, but it's gonna work for me this race. I'll make it happen. Ricardus has a nice, kind of a comfortable little gap, I would say. I mean, it's just about a second, but Upgrade and Mr. Jones are duking it out in 6th and 7th there. And so as long as they're battling, Ricardus can kind of focus on just keeping himself together. This particular driver, J-Rod, I know drives in VR, which I think would be freaking amazing. I keep thinking I want to do that for my PC and do racing, you know, with the VR, but who knows. Now, some of these drivers are driving really interesting tire compounds. I'm just going to zip through really quick and just to see. There's a couple of hards and a couple softs out there, but most everybody else is on mediums. That's interesting. I think we lost somebody because Dipshy is showing 14th. Who's missing? Who'd we lose? I gotta think that through and figure out who we lost in the race, because we're missing somebody. We'll watch this battle for 3rd. This should be good. Ricardus is there. Upgrade's there. Mock Gogo is there, I think. Is he still in here? Yep, there he is. Schneider, Craig, and Prometheus, they're all there. Wait. No, wait, where's Schneider? Oh, yep, there he is. So that means we lost, nope, LJ's here. HPR was here. He still is. Interesting. So who the heck did we lose? We got Nuke and HPR and Dipshy. And oh wait, is Jay Brunn here? Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay. Why is my math not mathin', people? I don't understand what's happening. Ricardus is here. Upgrade's here. Mock Gogo's here. Schneider's here. There he is right there. Trying to make a move on LJ. Craig. Prometheus. Is Prometheus still here? Oh! That's who we lost. Oh, nope, there he is. I'm so confused. Why is it showing me there's 14 drivers? There should be 15. That's how many started the race. I swear that's how many that started the race. There you go, Sam. You should. It's fun. These races get pretty spicy. And these ones have, it's a lot different. We set the fuel loads on the cars. They're all BOP, so they can't tune the cars, but they can adjust their brake bias, and they can choose what tires to use. But we set the starting fuel to force the pit stop halfway through the race. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. How's it going? Good morning to you guys out there in Aussie land. I think it's morning time out there, isn't it? It's like 9 in the morning, something like that. HPR still trying to get back up there. I still can't figure out who the heck we're missing, and it's really starting to piss me off. Upgrade up into 6. J-Rod still trying to get that spot back, but I know that there are some drivers out there on very different tire compounds, which makes a difference. Unlike iRacing, everyone just has the same tires. These drivers get to choose whatever tire they want to run and adjust their pit stops accordingly. This is really starting to make me mad that I can't find whoever it was that we're missing. So I'm going to go back up to the top, and I'm just going to run through them all. Silva, Jay, Nuke, and Dipshy. So, right, Silva, Jay, Nuke. Dipshy was all the way at the back. There he is. Oh, a penalty for the leader. Uh-oh. Now he has a 1.5 second gap. I think he'll still have it, the lead when he gets there. Jay is back there a bit. But it's going to be a tap of the brakes for half a second. That'll slow the car down and totally throw off his momentum. Watch that timer. 1.4, 1.3, 2, 1, 9 tenths, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, that half second penalty turned into a 1 second penalty. So now Justin's got to get that all sorted back out again. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see. Jay Brunn is still here. Jones is here. Okay, so that's everybody that started on the first part of the race. And Ricardus, I think, is still here. I thought I saw him. Wait a minute. Maybe he's not. Oh, nope. There he is. There's Ricardus. Upgrades here. Mont Gogo is right there. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to stop being dumb. There were 15 people that were in the lobby. Somebody didn't start the race because there were only 14 in qualifying. So I'm not sure how that happened. I could have sworn that there were more. But okay. It might have been me that was the 15th driver. Yeah, duh, Chris. Starting all over. This is why when we do our iRacing stuff, I have somebody else doing all the cameras. I can just talk and find stuff. Hopefully you're not missing anything. Nuke and HPR, they've been glued together for many laps now. Ricardus has finally got himself about a 2.5 second buffer. Upgrade and Mr. Jones are still kind of close to each other right there. You can see them in 6th and 7th. And then coming over the hill is Schneider leading LJ and Jay Brunn. So that's 8, 9, and 10 right there. And then here comes Mr. Craig and Prometheus. That's 11th and 12th. Still those two, 1 point difference between them in the championship. Dipshy's made his way around Clint up into 13th, but he's still got 2 more cars to pass if he wants to stay in here. Oh, but here comes Clint back at him in the GTR. Oh, wow. That is some tight quarters in there. And Clint's going to get the spot back, it looks like. It's going to be close. Ooh, hang in there, guys. Dipshy's not done yet, y'all. He is not done yet. If you look at the track map, you can see there's a bunch of little groups of cars battling it out here, and it is not easy to keep track of all of them. Oof. Really putting the screws to these cars. Dipshy's driving around with damage to the back of his car. So look at this. Justin has pulled out some stops and has made he's made that Ferrari sing today. And look at the difference in their tires. I'm not going to say it out loud because of give it away, but look at the tires on them. They're running the same tire, but look at the difference in tire wear. You can see that there in the bottom of your screen. More red is bad, and somebody is using more red than others. Now, I'm not going to say why, because then that'll also give it away, but I think you can guess. I think you can guess. And here we go, our first pit taker, and now everybody can see it on their screen. J-Rod was running those soft tires for the race, and he's going to get fuel. Now, in this sim, fuel comes in at 1 liter per second. It's really, really slow. And so J-Rod's going to come out, and he'll have some new boots, and we'll see what he can make happen with it. But I think his pit strategy might be a little bit off, but we'll see. 488 GT4 is fun. I will say doing liveries here is so much easier and more fun than it is on iRacing. So much easier to do. Best lap of the race so far for HPR. Ooh, you can hear him just. Oh man, he is driving that car with the throttle big time through these corners. One of the things about these races, and a lot of people just think it's about, driving fast. These guys have to know how long it's going to take to fuel the car too, because with 1 liter per second, if you burn, 3 more liters of fuel trying to chase somebody down, that's 3 seconds they don't have to sit in the pits that you do to get that fuel back. So that's what's fun about this race. You gotta not only figure out how to make your tires last, but figure out your fuel situation too. Oh, penalty for Jay Brunn. He's gonna lose 1 or 2 spots. Let's go on board with LJ, and we'll just watch from the back. He's seeing a golden ticket to get himself up there into 8th place. It's going to be tight, but Schneider got a little loose coming out of that corner, and GTR might just be able to sit in the slipstream long enough. Tap of the brakes, and that Mustang is going to go sailing by. I don't think that GTR is going to get all the way there. It's going to be really close. He's going to be brave. Nope, he's going to hold it back. Jay gets lucky and loses just 1 spot. Oof. Jay making his way back up the field. Behind these guys is another battle. This is for 10th. Prometheus now ahead of Craig on the track. That's always good. For him, not for Craig. These two were 1 point separated in the championship coming into this round, and they need to make sure that they stay out of 13th, 14th, or 15th place, because those get demoted down to Lobby 2, and the 3 winners, the top 3 from Lobby 2 come back up here. So, yeah, this will be interesting. Mr. Motko kind of all by himself. J-Rod into 13th, and Dipshy is out on track. He took another pit stop, and he is quite a ways back, but everybody still has to pit sooner or later. We still have a little over an hour left in the race, so lots to happen. I will say there's a marked difference in how this Ferrari and this GTR's tires are wearing. And it could be the car, it could be the driver. But I mean, this is the first time we've seen Jay. Usually he's about this far. He's about 5 seconds ahead of everybody. But today, Justin is the golden boy out there in that Ferrari. And I know he's listening, so don't pay attention to me. You focus on that track. Nuke having a great time. He's had a podium already up here, and he's looking for another one if HPR doesn't have something to say about it. And let's see, just looking at the tires really quick. Yeah, all these cars we're looking at, minus this one, all running on the same tire compound. This one is set to go for the long run, right? But how much time do you lose? We shall see. Love the sound of those GTRs. Now, a good portion of these drivers do not race in the cockpit mode. I did it when GT7 came out. I said, I'm only racing cockpit mode. I'm never going to race another mode again. But some drivers drive in this view, and this is how they race. so they can see apexes and cars and other stuff going on. Some of them race. Oh, wow. What happened to Jay? Let's go back and check that out. And I think he got maybe a little grass. Oh, he got some curbs and just couldn't hold on to the car. And he's going to slide. Whoa! That was so close. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let's go on LJ's view of this. So here's LJ. And then watch this. He's probably like, oh, no. Right in between them. That was nutsos, you guys. That was crazy. All right, LJ gets a free spot that way. Meanwhile, up front, 2.5 seconds. 2.7, actually. And Justin he's got the right car for this track. His tire wear is looking beautiful compared to the tire wear of his attacker. And it maybe it's just got to be the car, the way that it drives. There is one car that everyone drove during the qualifiers that was a front wheel drive. I don't think the GTRs have ever been a front wheel drive car, so that's why I'm looking at these tires and trying to figure out what's going on. But maybe the brake bias is set a little too aggressive. I do not know. I shan't be able to ask or ascertain the reason why. Well, let's see. Let's look for another GTR. There's another one. Different tire compound. Okay. Who else has got one? There's one. Oh, yeah, look at that. Very similar. So it's got to be the car. It just gets tires eaten up. All right, Prometheus in the pits. Fueling's done. Getting the front of the car fixed. Out he goes. Jay Brunn into the pits. He's got to get his car fixed. Right now, they're just going to finish putting fuel in it. And I think he's going to throw some hard tires on this thing and just go the distance. I think he's going to try to go for the next hour without stopping. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. He just threw a bunch of fuel in it and a brand new set of tires, so we'll see what he can do. Justin, 3.5 seconds now. Man, he is killing it. And now, there's still an hour left in this race, right? They've only gone a half an hour, so they've only got a third of the way through this race almost. My guess, Justin's going to do a 2-stop medium, right? Or maybe he'll go a little longer on the mediums if he's got the gap. Maybe Jay can pit short and try to jump and get some better lap times, but that's 3.5 seconds is a lot. Nuke has definitely pulled away from the Porsche of HPR. But one thing I can tell is that Porsche is definitely handling the fuel situation much better than some of the other cars around him, which is great news for him. Maybe he's going to do a 1-stop medium to medium, or what is he on? Well, I'm not going to say it out loud. But maybe he's only going to do a 1-stopper. I don't know. Oh, what happened there? Oh, somebody was pitting. Oh, no, just Prometheus was getting out of the way for the leaders. So P5 now has lapped the rear of the field. P6, I think, has lapped the rear of the field as well. P7 and 8, LJ and Schneider. All right, so a lot of big gaps at the back of the field while Uh-oh. Jay, what happened to Jay? Let's go see what happened to Jay here. We're going to have to go back a little bit further because he really... Up, turn 1, off into the grass. And then he's going to slide. He's going to hit something. Oof, front damage. That'll do it. All right, Jay pits. Silva with a 5-second gap now. Like, just moving in this Ferrari. Nuke up into P2. P3, Jay goes in. I think he's going to throw on some new tires. He's going to get some fuel. Make this a 2-stop race for him. Maybe he throws on some harder tires. I never trust that tire gauge until they pit out, because it's always wrong to me. Okay, let's see when he pulls out what it'll say. Okay, so there we see. That's what he's gonna do. All right. So Justin now 11-second gap to Nuke. What was the pit delta? Let's see who's in the pits right now. Let's see. Anybody coming out? No, they're just coming in. There's the SLR car in case you wanted to see it. Looks pretty. Sounds good too. All right, back out to the track. Nuke still leading HPR back there by a while. 1.8 seconds to HPR. HPR has a 13-second gap to Ricardus, who's just coming up to the backstretch now. P5 is 11 seconds away. And there goes Justin. The leader goes into the pits. There he is. A brand new set of tires, and he's going to get some fuel. And wow, he went 30 minutes on those tires. So I think that's what's happening. I think each of these drivers is going to go for a 2-stop. And there is HPR in as well. And so you can see that number next to their fuel meter telling them how much gas they have. So Justin's going to come out. Is he in front of? He is in front of the Porsche, I think. Oh, nope, he's behind. So HPR gets around him in the pits. HPR did take... Oh, no! HPR has a 3-second penalty. He must have cut pit lane entering. We can't go back and watch it because that's not how things work here in PlayStation Land or in Gran Turismo Land. So he must have crossed the pit lane on his way in. You can't speed in pit lane like you do in other simulators. But if you cross the line coming into pit lane, that can happen. So Justin, he just has to follow behind him, and he's just gonna zoom right past him. Oh, that's gonna feel like an eternity. You know who's really happy about that one? This guy. He's like, all right, because I think this guy. There's no way he can do it, but I was thinking this guy might be on a one-stopper. There on the brakes, 3 seconds, all the way down. Oh, that's painful. So painful as they go flying by. He just watches them drift off into the distance. Oh my gosh. That's gotta hurt. Look at that. They just went sailing past him. HPR, I got it for you, man. So let's watch on board here. If we watch just to the side here, there's the pit entrance, and then there's that solid line right there. And he must have crossed the solid line, and that was what gave him the 3-second penalty. But your race leader Nuke out there still cruising around, plenty of fuel. Tires seem reasonable. So I don't know if he's going to pit and try to make this a one-stop and go till it's 45 minutes left, or if he's going to try to, if he can go for another 10 minutes, which is what, 5 more laps? If he can get 5 more laps out of this, that could be what he needs. Those pit stops are long. Let's see what he does. They have a strategy, these Sector 7 guys, and they're either going to be a 2-stop, medium, or they're going to go the full distance. And it looks like he might just try to do... Interesting. Okay. See, where is Prometheus? Okay, he's got 8 seconds to Craig, both of which have pit. But some drivers, these drivers took a different amount of fuel from each other, so that could be part of it. All right, so Nuke sits up front, 17-second gap. He'll fall back behind the leaders when he pits eventually, but we'll see if that pit cycle works for him. I'm interested to see how it goes. Sector 7 in P1 and 2, Jay is out in third. He pit out ahead of Justin. Justin's 4.8 seconds back there, but we saw once they started getting down to where the tires were wearing out that Justin was able to pull away. So we'll see if he can close that gap. There is, if you look at the fuel, there's a sizable difference in the amount of fuel that these cars have in them. So I'm interested to see just how that's going to play out for them. LJ got that freebie pass up into the top 5 when HPR there had a 3-second penalty. But still, 35 seconds from the lead. That's a lot. That's a lot. Nuke into the pits. There he goes, into his pit box. And off with some tires. On with some new tires. And he's going to get some fuel. Let's see if Ricardus follows him in. Ricardus says, nah, I'm doing my own thing, boss man. Nuke is still trundling down the pit lane. There's the pit exit. Almost anyway. And then he'll be able to get out of there. So one thing in this game that everybody can see is what kind of tires they jumped on and how much fuel they took. So hiding the fuel number is no longer a thing that we have to worry about for us. We can talk about that. But I like this little battle. I met this guy when I very first started driving in sim racing. This would have been, what, 2018, 2017, right around there. And, yeah, these guys are a lot of fun to hang around with. All right, the gap is a little bit bigger for Justin and Jay, but remember, in the beginning of the race, they were equal on pace. It was later in the race when the tires started giving way on Jay. So we'll see if Justin here can get back up there with them. LJ is yet to pit, so when he does, he'll go back a few spots. But hey, being up in clean air is always a nice thing. HPR in 5th. Nuke, after pitting out, comes into 6th position. J-Rod and Mr. Mock Go-Go both still need to pit. Not sure when they're going to do that. But J-Rod just put 2 seconds on Mock Go-Go, who is about no tires left on that car. He better hope he doesn't have to turn right at all, like here, and about half the other course since it is a clockwise course. That front right tire is toast. Dipshy, remember, pit earlier. He's made his way back up to 9th, and he's not going to pit for a while. So I think he's got himself out of the danger zone of slipping back into the drop zone, so to speak. Upgraded's looking good. Schneider's looking good. Prometheus is seeing some blue flags as the leaders must be near. Yeah, Justin's nearby, that P3. Let's see, there's Craig and Jay Brunn. So as it stands now, Prometheus, Craig, and Jay Brunn will drop back into Lobby 2. And they'll probably be super happy about that. Here we go. Jay putting the pressure on Ricardus. Ricardus has not pit yet. He'll pit soon enough. Eventually he's going to run out of gas. But Jay says, I'll just go ahead and take that now and not wait. I don't think there's enough fuel for Ricardus to be able to do a one-stop. Certainly not on those tires. But, I mean, if he can go another 2 laps, he'll be close. And he can, I mean, remember, the cars start out with 46% fuel, but they can fill it up as much as they want on their pit stop. They all start with the same amount of fuel in the car. All right, so Justin, 4.3 seconds from the leader. You can see the little red box right there. And we'll see if he can make that back up. Both he and Jay are both running a 2-stop race. That's clear enough. It'll just be interesting to see how the fuel situation goes, because here's one driver's fuel situation if you're looking at it, and here's the other. There is a difference. Laps and laps worth of difference. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. So new race leader Jay is now up where he's familiar. He's in a familiar place. But how long will that stay when he's got, this guy's going to get out of the way here in a minute when he pits, and this guy is 3.9 seconds away. And we're going to see those tires suffer on that GTR like it did the last time. I mean, he was down to nothing workable, and he started getting a lot of time loss to Justin. Hope you folks are enjoying the festivities here. Look at that. Justin Silva is 2/10 purple. Right now he holds the fastest time of a 1:25. And he's cruising. And he goes purple. A 1:25.5. That's a bonus point. So if he can win this race, he can get max points. But right now, he holds the pole position for 2 points and the fastest lap for 1 point. So that's 3 bonus points to have. And those will come in really handy, because that will put him 3 points behind third place without even finishing this race. So, well, I mean, if he doesn't finish the race, that won't work. But oh, somebody about crapped their pants, and Ricardus pulls a half-second penalty as a result. Ricardus is going to have to move over, and Justin's going to slip on by. Oh my gosh, that scared the bejeebers out of me, guys. I don't know about you, but I know Justin had his hands all over the place. But look at that gap he lost. He lost about 3 or 4 tenths of a second in that exchange right there. But he saved the car. He didn't hit anything. Ricardus is fine. Well, not if you're looking, not if you're the fuel tank or the tire guy. You got a lot of work to do. But let's see. Does he go in this time? Nope. He's gonna stay out. He's gonna do another lap. This guy is full going for the one stopper. I'm interested to see how that's going to play out. All right, Justin's got to make some moves. If we look at the tire situation already on that GTR, oof. I bet you Jay was just like, you know, I gotta use this car at some point. I might as well use it today, get it out of the way. That's what I love about this series. The drivers have to drive 6 different cars in the GT4 class and 6 different cars in the GT3 class. Front engine, mid-engine, front wheel, rear wheel. I mean, there's a lot to handle here. 3.6 already carved out 0.5 of a second out of Jay in this lap alone. Not even like a whole lap, but like a half a second in the first couple sectors. So that Ferrari is on point right now. Ricardus should be pitting at some point. I'm not even going to bother watching anymore. But look at this. Nuke catching up to HPR now. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe. No, HPR was behind him. So it looks like HPR's made a move up to 4th. Nuke on his best lap so far. coming across that timing line. Now they're coming up on some lap traffic here in a minute. P13. He's getting some blue flags. Ooh, these people are flying through here. So Craig's got to figure out what's the best time to get these guys off my tail, but he's got to drive through the S's. You can't just move out of the way in the S's. You've got to get through. This is great news for Nuke. Not so much for HPR. HPR trying to put some time in between him, but he's got this other car in the way. Now, the way our stuff works is he'll just stay over to one side and let the guys go by, generally. There he goes. He gets a little bit out there and lets the cars through. All right. Oh, look at that. Mr. J-Rod into the pits, getting some fuel. It looks like he'll probably throw... he had medium tires on, or he's put medium tires on, and looks like he's going to fuel for the end of the race. All right, let's see. Ricardus has got to get off the track. He's going to have 0 fuel, and it's 44 minutes. Now, the good news is, if he gets the harder tire, maybe he can have a little bit more tire to work with. He goes into his pit box. How much fuel does he have left? 0. He gets right to 45 minutes. Not even 45 minutes, but it's going to take him a while to put all that fuel back in there, and he'll drop down the order as a result of it. But look at this little thing here. Now we're down to 2.3 seconds. In just a matter of, 2 or 3 laps, Justin is knocked off like 2 seconds. So, yeah, he's flying. If you look, Jay's last couple laps, 128 and then 2 126s. And these are 125, 26, and 27. So Justin is just moving. He's trying to borrow all the slipstream he can from Schneider. He's like, I'm going to take all I can. I'm going to get some speed, and I'm going to use that to help myself go a little faster. And 2.2 seconds now. Can he get down to 2.3? Yeah, he's moving. He's making some inroads right here. Somebody likes this track and car combination, that's for dang sure. And this car is super kind on the tires, man, compared to the other cars. 2 seconds. So now this is where the pressure that Justin has to be able to survive is when he gets there, not making any mistakes and just wait, or try to make the move, but don't try to make a move in a risky spot, because you'll just ruin your whole race. Nuke sitting in third, about 13 seconds from the first place battle. Not a bad place to be. HPR is right there, right behind him in fourth. And Dipshy's all the way back up into fifth. Now, he's gonna have another pit stop to do, but he's out in clear air. There's not a soul for a mile in front of him. So he can get this car to go as long as he wants to go, and then pit to pull down the last part of the lap. The Mustangs are just not the car for this track right now, but you got to use the car sometime. So Ricardus, when he pits out, shows up in 8th place, and he is getting blue flagged from who's that behind him? P6? P9. Oh no, P1's coming. There's P9 right there is Clint, and then the leader is right behind them. So some people are going to be told to move out of the way. Justin is already at 1.2 seconds away. Look, he's right there. He's already on it. This is his view of his fight back to the front. He's going to borrow Clint's slipstream. Yeah. He's going to follow that car all the way up the hill and then slingshot engaged. 1 second. Is he going to get below the 1 second mark? I feel like that GTR is getting a toe off of somebody. Just enough to keep that 1 second away. Oh, so close. Whoa, look at that. 2 or 3 tenths just under braking. He gets in that Ferrari. So Jay sipping some slipstream off of P8 from the lead position, and Justin now 0.8 of a second behind. So this battle for the win is alive and kicking, y'all. 126 the last 3 laps for Justin, 126 the last 3 laps for Jay. But Jay is in the mid to high 126s. Justin's almost in the 125s on those 3 laps. So he is gaining tenths of a second per lap on Jay. It's got to be the car, Jay's tires. And we still have 40 minutes left in this race, and somebody has their fuel light on already. So Jay is looking like he's going to have about 5 more laps before he pits. So he'll probably pit, I don't know, probably at around the 20 minute mark left, somewhere right around there. Justin doing what the Justin does. I'm going to borrow some slipstream to get all the way up here. What a race he is having today, folks. Jay is just trying to survive this race. That car is just not giving him what he needs. His pace is markedly different in this car than we've seen him in the other races. It could be the car and track combination that he's not great at. Or it could just be that Justin has the magic car and track combination for what he needs, because he is right there. Woo! Ninja hands! Hold that together. Let's watch from here. Look at this. For the lead again. Justin, who started on pole, still holds the fastest lap. Like, I think he's the only person that got in the 125s. Holds the fastest lap. He's battling back to first place. He'll be on top of this GTR by the chicane, but he's not going to go for it here. And he just needs to kind of wait it out. This guy is going to have more fuel to put in the car. Justin took more fuel in the first pit stop. Ooh, this is getting spicy, y'all. Everyone else is spread out on the track. You can see that. Ooh, Justin! You want to get any closer? You're going to read the VIN number off his windscreen dash? Just stay close so you can get through the S's and get to him on the back stretch. Jay, though, for what he's dealing with on that car with the fuel and the tire situation, he is doing a remarkably good job of staying up there and battling for the lead. Godzilla is not he's not the meta today. The Prancing Horse has got this guy's number, but this race isn't over. We've still got 36 minutes left of this thing. Silva throws a head fake. Jay says, whatever. Nice try. I shall continue on my journey. Woo, these guys are on top of each other. I am digging it for the lead. And Jay is just, what Jay needs to do is just hold him back. If he can keep him back behind him and slow him up, not let him get that gap that he would get in the clean air, that could help him when it comes time to do their last pit stop, which is coming up pretty soon. Does Jay have... Is he close enough? I don't think he's close enough to get any slipstream off of P13 up there. Sticks his head out. Is he doing it? Oh, he's going for it. Oh, boy. Yeah, he's going to want to wait for that. Yeah, that was a little bit too... Let's go back and take it. I think that was a little bit of a lunge. A little bit might be an understatement. He was getting some kind of a run, but he decided, I'm just going to throw my brakes on late, way late. But yeah, let me take another look at that really quick. We can't really do it in slow motion, but already on the brakes, and he throws it in, and I don't think Jay thought he was going to be there, and I kind of don't blame him for that. Now Justin's going to get a half-second penalty, and Jay will be able to get through there. But honestly, Justin should have given that spot back, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I don't have my stewarding hat on. I have my son's college hat on, and my GT Champions broadcaster hat. So Justin's going to be given that spot back, whether he wants it or not here, or very close to it when he has to tap that brake for half a second. Let's see what Justin has to offer. Tap of the brakes, and he's going to come all the way to the back of this. Is he going to do something about it? I don't think so. I bet if he was closer, he would have sent that just to give Justin a little hip check, so to speak. Still going to go another lap, so... we'll see what happens with these guys here in a minute. HPR sitting in third, having a pretty good race. He'll have to pit again, so will LJ eventually. But look at that Nuke. He's done his pit stop. He pits out in fifth. He is looking at a podium finish for sure. Like, he is really on top of it for a podium finish. Upgrade's going to have to pit. Ricardus pit a little while ago. The rest of the field back here is doing what they need to do to just get through this race. Dipshy is going to come out in 10th, a lap down from HPR. So HPR is coming into the S's right now. But, my oh my, I have a feeling we're going to have a meeting. This is a busy weekend. I think there's going to be a few extra... incident reports filed from the IGTS race this morning, and then we got these guys, and then HPR's 18 seconds back from these guys. There he is back there, just coming up the hill now. All right, let's see, do we have anybody near each other having some fun? Everybody's gapped out. No, here we go. Craig and Prometheus. That seems like a reasonable battle to have. Craig is trying to get up there. He's 3 seconds away from it, but Craig's got Mr. Jones all over him. Remember, the bottom three, so from P13 and 14 and 15, all get demoted at the end of the race. So Craig is looking good on fuel. J-Rod's looking good and got much better tires. So I think J-Rod will definitely get himself back up into the proper places and move on to the next race. Which, now that I think about it, where is the next race? I don't even remember where the next race is. It's a busy time with everything going on. All right, so up front, Justin 1.5 seconds. Jay's going to be pitting this round if this lap. I'm sure of it, or he's going to have no gas. Is my guess. So we'll see what he does. We're going to be back at Gilles Villeneuve again, but this time in GT3 cars, and that'll be on May 9th. There's no racing next weekend, so we have no races for GT Champions. It's an off weekend. For not the least of which of the reasons is in iRacing, it is the 24 hours of Nürburgring, and we're not going to compete against that in the official iRacings. That would just have nobody there. What? Justin's pitting earlier. Okay. New tires, and he's going to get enough fuel to go. Jay's already in his box getting fuel. Look at the number. Silva's already got 10 liters more of gas than Jay. So whatever they need to get to the end, that's 10 seconds Justin doesn't have to put gas into the car. Very interesting. HPR now was down to 3. And out comes Silva. 28 liters of fuel. And there we go. Jay's going to come out. I think Justin's going to skip him in the pits for sure. By a lot. There he goes. They both come out. 1 liter of fuel difference. Oh no! No, Justin! I told you not to do it. He's got to be peeved right now. Brand spanking new tires with just under 30 minutes to go. He better get the freaking outlap of his life. Now he's got 8 seconds over Jay, but man, Jay's going to be able to... That's 3 seconds is a lot, you guys. That is a freaking ton. Let's just see. I don't think he's going to have to stop on this one. Oh, yep, he is. All right, look at this gap. 8.6 seconds. Let's just see what that looks like. Watch how slow this is going to get from onboard. Ready? Oh, okay, 8.7, 8.6. So we'll just call it 8.7. On the brakes, 8.7. 7.46, 5, 5.4, 5. Yeah, look at that. He is just that 8-second gap that Justin was hoping to have is just dropped down to just under 4. Woo, that was a long penalty. But we've already seen that Justin and Jay have very similar pace when they're out on the new tires. So it's going to take kind of a miracle for Jay to catch Justin, unless Justin makes a mistake. Because by the time this 27 minutes is up, Justin's tires are going to be gone. Not Justin, Jay's. So, what interesting scenario. Now, here's our third place driver, LJ. He hasn't pit yet, so he'll have to. And the third place on track kind of is Nuke, and HPR is right there with him. These two are going to duke it out for the final podium spot. So right now LJ will be out of the way before the end of the race. So this really is a battle for the podium position with HPR and Nuke. And I kind of love it. I kind of think this is awesome. Let's go! LJ's just like, I'm in third place, and this is great. I love me some third place. But I don't have the gas and tires to make it the whole way. Yeah, he's probably got about 3 or 4 laps of fuel left in that car, and then he's going to have to pit. And if I were him, I would just do it now. Get out in that clean air. Not have to sit in the pit so long, and get those fresh tires. He might have, when he goes in, he might be able to maintain a 5th place. Oh! Whoa! What happened there? Hold on a second. Okay, so I think he was just gonna go deep on the brakes. We saw this before. Yep, that did not work out so well. Oh, yeah. That was a bit of a risky move, to say the very least. So Nuke drops back to 5th. I think did he give HPR the spot back? I think he might have, and then HPR just send it. That was interesting. I'm pretty sure I kind of want to go back and look at that one again. So we're just going to do that one more time. It looked like he just dove in there. Nuke was slightly defensive, goes over. There's the braking zone right there on the brakes. Yeah, I don't know. That was close. I think that sort of was a laggy situation, but I'm not entirely certain. All right, deal with that later. Meanwhile, Justin's already 3 seconds still clear of Jay, so not much has changed up front. Justin still having a great race. Jay is just like, I'm done with this freaking car. Let me bring home second place and leave me alone. Don't even talk to me. I'm not even going to show up in the interviews. he should. I'm sure he'll be there. LJ now got a couple more laps left to fuel as he heads into the S's, and we'll see how long he can hang it out there. I want to see this battle for the podium heat back up, so I want to see that McLaren climb right back up to that Porsche. These guys have similar tires and fuel, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. P6 kind of all by himself for Cardis. 9-second gap to Clint Freeman behind him. Clint Freeman's got a 3-second gap. That's to Dipshy. So Dipshy's been able to climb all the way back from a dead last spin in turn 1, or off track in turn 1 on lap 1. He's climbed all the way back up into the top 8. So great fighting all the way back. And I think he still has some pace. I think he can probably get to Mach Gogo. Mach Gogo's running 128s, and Dipshy is running 126s. So 2 seconds a lap. It's a 3-second gap. He's going to get himself back up into the top 7. I don't think he's got a 1 second pace to Ricardus. He would need 9-10 laps. Yeah, that's a tall order to get all the way up there. So we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, so Dipshy working on that. Upgrade is not too far back. He's running in 9th. J-Rod is in the top 10, and he's got everything he needs to finish this race off. So that's good on him. Top 10 finish is good points. Schneider running in 11th, and 12th is Craig, the two battling for position out there. Prometheus and Jay Brunn are very far back, and they will be, as it stands now, they will be the cars to drop down a peg. So we'll see how things go for them there. P7 is kind of tucked into the middle of these guys. So he's like, guys, what are we doing here? I got somebody all over my case, and that somebody is P8, who is Dipshy's all ready to him. So yeah, oh, okay, so Mach Gogo actually doesn't even have the fuel to finish this race, so he's going to have to pit. So Dipshy can just wait till, that happens. But he's got to get all the way to Ricardus. He's got 11 seconds, and he has about a 1.5-second pace over Ricardus, I think. He was running mid 127s dead on. Is Ricardus, and Dipshy was running mid to high 126s, so he's got about a half to 3/4 of a second a lap. That's a tough order, so we'll see if Dipshy can do it, but he's not going to be able to do it if he has to sit behind this P7 for very much longer. I think he's about to take that spot away from him right now. No, I hope Clint wasn't trying to get into the pits just then, because he's dang near out of fuel, and he had somebody on the inside of him, so he's gonna have to make that work. All right, Dipshy, 11.8 seconds. Write that down. We gotta see if he can get 11.8 seconds out of Ricardus to get to P6. Meanwhile, Justin's all set to take this one home for the win. Jay, I think, is kind of like, all right, I'm going to do P2. I'll keep going at this, but I don't know if I got what it takes to catch that Ferrari. That thing is moving. The two of them, 20 seconds from P3. So LJ, who hasn't pit yet, but he'll probably pit now. Yep, don't cross that solid line. All right, in he goes. So HPR is going to bring Nuke with him up into the podium places. LJ's in the pits with 1 liter of fuel left. Yeah, he was not going to make that around again. And up into P3 he goes. And there is Nuke. So, what's going to happen? There's only 1 second between them. What's going to happen? Still 25 seconds to P6. P6 finally coming through, and he's just going to move up to P5. So, Ricardus now is going to be up into the top 5. LJ has gas, has some tires. With 20 minutes to go, I would have taken the soft tires. But we'll see. He's going to drop down to 6th. And where's Upgraded? Upgrade's going to get past him, I think, right here. It's going to be close. LJ's coming out of the pits right now. And there goes P7 on by. So now he's got something to chase. That's always fun. Bring your tires in nice. Get them ready to roll. All right, so let's see. Everybody up here. Okay, so Dipshy is 14 seconds. It was 16.8, remember? So he's already knocked about 2.8 seconds off. His last lap was a 1:30, and I think that's because he was trying to get around the lap traffic. And Ricardus has been running high 127s. I think that's all he's got in that car to get him there. So it was 16.8. So we're 3 seconds now difference just in this lap alone. Interesting. It's if he's doing almost 2 seconds a lap faster, he can catch Ricardus and get that 5th place spot. But I don't know. That's a lot to ask. He does have way better tires, so Ricardus is going to slow down as those tires start wearing out. Another 0.2 gone, and he hasn't even finished the lap yet. Into turn 1. So 1:26.9 is what Dipshy ran last. A 1:27.9. A full 1 second faster than Ricardus. That's not enough. He's going to have to go faster. I think Ricardus might be okay if he could just keep the car on the track and keep that down to a 2 second max loss of time. We'll see when we close. Meanwhile, up front, Justin's out 2.7 seconds. Looking to have a race win here. Nice. Jay's just like, I'm there. These two 30 seconds from the 3rd place of HPR right now. Nuke has closed that 1 second gap to half a second. Get a look-see at the inside of this McLaren. The most stressful, relaxing thing you can do. Just sim racing is just so relaxing, but it's also so stressful. But it's like, the nice part about it is when you're racing, it is 1,000% full focus on what you're doing. There's not another care in the world going on. You're not thinking about, unless you're all by yourself on the track, on like Le Mans or something. But you're not thinking about your bills. You're not thinking about your relationship with you might be thinking about the relationship with your wife. if they're not a fan of the sim racing. But the you're thinking about racing. That's all you're doing, and you're fully focused on that, and that's pretty awesome. All right, let's see what we got going on here. That is just lap traffic. Dipshy 11.6. He did a 1:27.1 the last lap, a 1:28.1. So it's still 1 second a lap. He does not have 12 or 13 laps to work on this pass. He might be just sitting here. But keep in mind, Dipshy has way newer tires. Look at those. Right? Ricardus, look at those. So Ricardus is gonna start slowing down in the closing laps. Probably the last 3 or 4 laps, he'll be 2.5 seconds slower when those tires are just worn to crap. So we'll see if Dipshy has what it takes to pull this thing out. So LJ looking for a 7th place finish, but there's a car right here. Now I don't know if he's gotten past him or if he's catching LJ. I don't know. But it looks like LJ's pulling away a little bit there in that P7. And let's see, P9, Mr. Jones up into 9th position. And he's got the leader on his 6 right now. So he's getting blue flags for P1. So P1 is about to lap all the way to P9, which is... These guys are just crazy fast today. J-Rod, if anyone's gonna pull up on J-Rod in a blue flag situation, J-Rod's the kind of guy that knows how to handle that for you. He'll give you the slipstream, he'll give you whatever you need, and when you're ready, he's gonna give you the spot. There he goes. Just lets off the gas just a hair, and then he's gonna tuck back in and use some of that slipstream. And now Jay has to get there. Those guys are cutting the crap out of that corner. If you're not going to get a penalty, it's not illegal. All right, still these two for P3, half a second apart from each other. We got 13 minutes left. This thing's almost over. And I'm not sure how I like that. I'm feeling some kind of way about that because this race has been really good. There's been so much happening, and I'm really hoping that I got all the action for you guys, and it's been, entertaining enough to talk about the different battles and the strategies. And I am definitely an armchair quarterback type person. When it comes to racing, because all these guys are way faster than me. I mean, I don't even know. It's been so long since I've done competitive stuff. It's difficult. I mean, my leg is almost healed, thank goodness, to my chiropractor. So, maybe get back into my rig one of these days. That'd be really nice. Oh, who just pit? J-Rod just pit. You better get your hiney out of there. You gotta stay out of that lower. Okay, as long as he stays out of P13, but it's close. Those guys are moving along. Oh no, Prometheus all the way in the back of the back straight, so he's good. Can J-Rod steal a fastest lap point? This is good. Get out on the soft tire. get that outlap done, get those tires nice and warm, and then go in and steal that bonus point. That'll come in handy. We're going to have to keep an eye on Mr. J-Rod here and see what he's got doing. We'll come back to him when he gets through there. But there are your leaders, P1 and 2, 20 seconds, roughly 30 seconds now from the back, from the P3 spot. These guys are just incredibly fast. I'm super surprised Justin was not always the fast guy. He's been taking some lessons or doing something somewhere, because he is moving in that car. Still this, though. These guys. Now, look at the tire difference is there. The fuel difference is there. Nuke kind of showing his nose into the mirrors of HPR, getting him looking. It doesn't help much if you race like this, you don't have a mirror. So, but you can always look backwards. I'm not sure how I could drive that way, but... All right, so J-Rod's out on the track. Let's see what kind of time he looks at. He's kind of actually down on his fastest lap so far, so I think he just needs to get those tires in and put a little bit more into them. But I think he'll catch Clint. Clint is on the soft tire, but they're really old, and J-Rods are brand new. So I think J-Rod can get back into 11th. He might even get to 10th place, because they're only a couple of seconds there. When's Nuke gonna make a move? He may not have what it takes to get it done just yet. He's gonna have to wait for an opening to just keep the pressure on HPR and hope he can get HPR to make just enough of a mistake to lose a 10th or 2 here or there. Here is basically where it's near impossible to get an overtake done unless somebody makes a big mistake. There's just not enough room on the racing line from here. Curb to curb, you're on top. Oh, HPR is really sending that car. Yep, there it goes. He made the mistake. That is exactly what Nuke needed. HPR did not need that. Let's go take a look. What happened here? Let's go inside the car. It was coming out of the third turn. Oh, yeah, he just did not get off the gas. He just did not get off the gas long enough, and he missed it. And that's good news for Nuke. Back to the podium places with a healthy buffer. All right, let's go see, where did Mr. Jones go? Still in 12th. These two are battling for the 10th spot, and J-Rod is going to have 7 minutes, so roughly 3 laps, 3, maybe 4 laps to get something done here. So he better get a move on if he wants to get around these two. He's got the tires and he's got the pace, because those Clint's tires are toast. And these mediums up front with Craig are probably struggling. And they also have fuel they have to sort out. And J-Rod took enough to make it fun. So at least he can get some spots back. If you got to lose some gas, if you got to get gas, this has been a great way to do it. Pull out the soft tire and just finish it off. Oh, look at those tires just sticking to the ground. He might even be able to bump draft this guy all the way up to Craig. Is he going to try to pass him or is he going to push him? He's going to go for it. Oh, I don't see this going wrong at all. Oh. Yep. I think Clint knows. I think Clint knows. J-Rod trying to get back into 10th place. He's got 5 minutes to go, and he has launched this McLaren up through the field to get to these guys. Hey, what's this here? Hold on. That's P5, P14, 13, 14. Okay. I didn't know what was going on. All right, the leaders are still separated out. Everything is separated out there. Dipshy's got himself up to P6. LJ's down in P7. Upgrades in 8th. Schneider in 9th. So good top 10 finishes for the SLR guys. Almost all three of them, but Craig is in big trouble. He's maybe has enough gas to finish the lap, but J-Rod is just all over him. He took Clint on this very same part of the track last lap, and he's going to do the same thing right here, I think. So I'm thinking the SLR guys were hoping they were going to get all three of their cars into the top 10. I don't think that's the case, as the McLaren ducks out to the inside going into the final chicane on the brakes. And wow, really gets the brakes working under those nice tires. J-Rod back up into the top 10. Okay, quick rundown on the track. Silva, Justin from pole with the fastest lap, and is going to get max points if he can bring this thing home in the next 4 minutes and get the maximum amount of points you can get in a single race in any lobby. That is a victory worth holding on to. So he just needs to not screw up and keep it all together. He's got a 3-second gap. Jay's tires are mostly gone now, which is kind of what happened the last time around. So I don't think he's got anything to worry about except himself. Nuke, he's doing good. That's going to be another nice podium finish for Nuke. He's going to want those extra points because those are going to come in handy for the championship. He's currently running 3rd in the championship, and after this he should still just be in, I don't know, I haven't done the math and I'm not gonna. I'll wait until this is all over. HPR is back there, 3 seconds. He's got newer-ish tires, but both of them are just trying to get through the next couple of laps. I don't think there's anything he can do. He's at 127s. He's only doing about 3 to 4 tenths faster a lap than Nuke, so I don't think Nuke has anything to worry about for that podium place. But Dipshy is all the way to Ricardus now. Remember when he was 16.8 seconds behind him? And now he is just 2.5 seconds. And he's got some tow. If he can stick behind Prometheus, pull some Arrow? Chris, come on. Pull some Slipstream, get himself way up there. He can probably get some off of Jay Brunn as well and get himself up to there. So 2.3 seconds. He's been running 127, low 127s, plus the last one was a little bit longer, I think, because of traffic. Ricardus has been doing 128s and a 129 in there. This is doable for Dipshy to get to the 5th place. From dead last in the race and having to pit for damage after his incident lap 1, to come back for a top 5 would be freaking amazing. And he's going to have this lap and maybe one more to get it done. And I don't know if these guys have the fuel to do it. It's going to be close. I think the gap is just too far away, 1.7 seconds. But he's been doing a second a lap faster, 8 tenths of a lap faster. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. 128s, 2 128s and a 129. 2 127s and a 128. So Dipshy has pace. Now he's got Slipstream off Brunn at just the right time too. Going out of the double right-hander all the way on the back stretch. He's going to be able to suck as much Slipstream as he can off of Jay Brunn here. Yeah, he's right on. He's like, I'm going to use all of this. He might even want to just push him. But no, he's going to go around him right there. So Dipshy making the move. 1.1 seconds. Is he under second? It's so close. It's so close. Get under. There it is. He's broken the 1 second mark to P5. This is not over. HPR, he's a couple seconds back. We're going to keep an eye on this one. This is the man of the hour. Dipshy has clawed his way back from dead last off the track, getting damage, and he's going to be all the way. He's still a minute from the freaking leaders, okay? Don't misunderstand. But in this mid-pack, he is sent it, and he is right on top of it. This is his last lap, I think, that he's going to get. Justin is coming across the line now. I think it's going to be, it's going one more lap for him. Jay needs another lap. This will be the final lap for Nuke. Nuke will take the checkered flag when he comes around next. So will these guys. And let's see, where is Dipshy at? P6. Okay, there's still time. This is the last lap for everybody. So, where are they? Come on, where's Nuke? Nuke is coming through right now. There it is, third place. Nuke gets it done. HPR is going to come home in fourth. Now, for fifth place is Ricardus. And look who's right alongside of him in P6. Oh my gosh, these guys are taking it all the way to the last lap with almost no fuel in their cars. What's going to happen here? Dipshy, cut back, get the run. This is all you got. This is all you got. Ah, come on. What's happening? Oh, Dipshy, I think, is he out of gas? I don't know, but look at that. Dipshy gets through on the second to last corner. He gets it through. LJ comes home in 7th. Upgrade's going to come home in 8th. What a great finish that was. Oh, my gosh. But here we go. The man of the hour, Silva. Justin gets the big win. Wow. He did it. He beat Jay, and that's a big feat. Jay is probably going to wish he never had to look at that car again. But look at that. Justin Silva gets the friggin' win. What do you know? I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so great. Way to go, dude. I love to just what battles these guys had today. Let's go. Woohoo! All right, let's bring up the results here while the guys go get themselves into the lobby so we can talk to them. So Justin and Jay, P1 and 2, and Nuke back on the podium. Nice. Look at that. These guys were so far ahead of everybody. It was incredible, these laps these guys were running. Nuke comes home on the podium. HPR just misses out by not too much, just a few seconds. And then Dipshy comes home in 5th after climbing back from dead last. What a remarkable drive. Ricardus gets home in 6th. LJ in 7th. Upgraded. He comes home in 8th place. Dude, getting a top 10 in this lobby is not an easy task. These guys have put a lot of work into this. J-Rod comes home in 9th. Schneider and Craig both with a 1 second penalty at the end of the race for something. I guess maybe they had a penalty. They come home in 10th and 11th. Clint Freeman comes home in P12. Jay Brunn and Prometheus in 13th and 14th. So as it stands, unofficially, all the way to P12 will remain in this lobby for the next race in a couple of weeks when we come back to Canada and we hit Gilles Villeneuve. And Jay Brunn and Prometheus, they will head down into lobby 2. We'll have 3 new drivers to be brought up, and we'll see how they do. But wow, what a finish. That was pretty great. All right, let me go find some folks for interviews, and let's go have a little chat with them. Let's see if I can go drag a couple guys up in this place. That was so good. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. All right, those guys are in the lobby interviews. I'm just looking for Nuke. Let me get Nuke in here if I can. Oh, he's there. Okay, let's go Let me go bring everybody in there. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go in here with them. I just got to turn on the audio and make a quick little setting change so they can actually hear me. Can you guys hear me? Oh, I can't hear them because I haven't got my stuff set up. Hang on one second. I got to switch where my speakers are going. Make sure everybody else can hear you. Can I get a mic check from one of you?
Check.
There we go. Wow, Nuke, dude, that was some kind of back and forth between you and HPR for a while. Oh, that was fun, guys. That was a great race. That's your second podium now, right, Nuke?
Third?
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, I didn't podium last race. That was other first 2 races. I was third.
There you go. All right, so let's hear about your race, man.
Well, it was a last minute call on the strat I was going to do. I was thinking medium. I was thinking medium hard. I was thinking medium soft. I was, so I just had to see how the race was going to pan out. And when I saw most of the front runners, ducking into the pits in the early 20s, I said, okay, well, they're all 2-stopping. So, I'm going to follow suit. So I did. I decided to go on soft second to get that out of the way. And, but it was all good. I mean, all in all, I had a very clean race, no penalties, no real major slips at any turns other than the opportunity that we had with HPR. I didn't really appreciate how he came in hard on the entry of that chicane and hit me and didn't give room. So we got together, but I pulled over and waited for him, to come back. So, and then
that was an interesting move. I was honestly like, what's going on there? So.
I won't say any more until I watch the replay, but I felt like he came into the chicane pretty hot, and got into the side of me, and we were still side by side, I think, going through the second part, and I got into his side, and he went off the track, so I pulled over, right up after the start-finish line, and wait for him to come back around.
So, well, that's how you do things. That's what. If you feel like you need to, then you do it, right? That's kind of how racing goes for us. So, hats off to you.
No, it's good. Yeah, hats off. I want to just give some compliments to my teammate Dipshy. We did a lot of practice this week together and working on different strats. And he got he got punted off pretty early by. We'll let the ticket speak for who that is, but and got damage. But he still came back to finish 6th, so it was really good run for him. And
I think he got to 5th.
Okay, yeah, I know him and Ricardus were duking it out right there at the end. I told him, don't wreck each other.
They did not, but he did get around Ricardus. So drive of his life from the back of the field all the way through. Yeah. What incredible. Good teammate you got there.
Yeah, I would call him driver of the day for that.
I did.
Oh, nice. You're good.
All right. Well, hey, any shout outs, man?
Well, once again, nothing, shout out to Justin and I call him Pepe Le Pew up there. He's going so damn fast, but those guys, they're just in a different league right now. So I thought maybe we could stick with them this week, but, couldn't quite do it. So good job to them. They had a great race up there. It was fun watching their little battle going on from 3rd or 4th place, wherever I was. But other than that, no, just continue to shout out to my team. I love my team. They're good support. We had a lot going on today. We had Naughty Racing League races. We had IRO races today. So we've been all over the map, all over the globe. And I just appreciate all my team guys and what they do for the team and how they represent us each and every day out on the track.
Awesome. Congratulations, man.
All right. Thanks.
Cool. Well, all right. So this is something new for me, but second place for Jay. That car did not seem to suit you at all. How'd that go for you?
The car is just bad. let's just put it. Like when I tried it at Montreal, it was bombing out at the airpin. Like, it's probably the only track where this car is drivable.
Yeah.
And I was trying to save tires. It was just the car. Like, you can't do more than that. Like, I was trying to save tires, and it was not doing it. Like, I could not do more than that at all.
It looked like the whole front left tire was about to fall off that car. It was so worn out.
Yeah, that's the main issue. It's heavy. It also lacked the straight line speed of the Ferrari. It only had traction out of corners, and that's probably it. At least it's out of the way, but that's on purpose. That's what I had planned. So probably having better cars for the rest of the season, GR4 after that.
Yep. I'm sure that doesn't give Justin the warm fuzzies, but you guys were on pace with each other and for about 35% of the stint on tires, and then the tires on that GTR just fell off, like, and I could just see you just start drifting backwards, and I was like, wow, that's got to be a tough car to drive. Oof.
It just understeers. Like, if you turn too much, the car stops turning and it goes straight. It's a weird car.
Yeah. Well, you got, like you said, you got it out of the way, right?
Race, well, you did well. You won the race. But that's what I expected. I wasn't even expecting to finish on the podium, because if people did a one-stop, it would have been impossible to do a one-stop, even if I went on the hards.
Yeah.
So I was stuck to like two-stop, whatever happened.
Well, you got through the race with second place. That's great points. You know, so you can't. Hey, at least you didn't crash the car, right? So if this is your worst race, it's not a bad one to drop. So
no, it's especially because it gets the car out of the way as well. So that's also a good thing.
Nice. All right. Well, any shout outs?
No, not today.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's switch over to the man. I haven't got to do this with Justin in a while, so this is going to be kind of rewarding.
Yeah, boy.
There you go.
Oh my God, the memories.
Dude, Justin, where did that come from, dude? You were smoking it out there.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it just came down to the car choice. I was thinking about using the McLaren as well as a lot of people today, but I wanted to save that for another track that I believe I could compete with Jay Norden. But to be completely honest with you, like, my win shouldn't take away anything from Jay Nord. That guy is an absolute beast, man. Absolute beast. He deserves the win, in my personal opinion, especially with that car. But hey, I'll take it. Full points today, so good result.
Yeah, you got them all. Fastest lap, the win, the pole. You got it all. Nice job. Well, so besides the fact that you got to be out there and race and win the race, like, anything eventful in the track? There was a moment where you came out of the S's and almost ran right into the back of a back marker. Like,
yeah.
I was scared for you.
Hey, I was trying so hard not to like just tap them, because even the slightest taps in those fast corners can send them flying, and I probably would have penalty points to my name. But yeah, those bat markers, man, they gave me a good challenge today. But respect to them for keeping it clean. It's, one person that I struggled a lot with. I'll have to check the replay, but right on my second pit stop, I should, to be honest with you, I think it's on me. I should have used the the indicator to say that I'm going into the pits, but it looked like they were as well. They were probably assuming that I was going to keep on going and try to get out the way, but yeah.
Is that where the 3 seconds came from?
Yeah, so I had to maneuver around him and get into the pits, so of course I crossed the line. But yeah, I mean, it was great, and it was a good challenge. So definitely one to remember.
Yeah, I've always liked that older Ferrari, the GT4. I just like the sound of it. I like the way it drives. Everyone has to use. They only get to pick the car one time, so it sounds like you picked the right car for the right track on the right day. So
Jay Nord's comment earlier now makes me gives me like a little bit of chills, to be honest with you now, because then now it's making me think, should I have saved that for another track? But to be honest with you, since I got all the maximum points, I think it's a good choice. But I know I'm going to struggle when I use that GTR or even the Lamborghini. I've been struggling with that one, so little insight for that.
Yeah, but you are battling like before this race, you were leading or you were behind Nuke and HPR by only 6 points,
Yeah.
right? And you only had 3 points ahead of Clint and Ricardus and 5 from Dipshy. Like this win is big points for you up
Oh, it
against those
is. It
guys. So
is.
you need all the ones you can get. So
Yeah, I mean, going into the last round at Suzuka, I was tied with HBR, and now, I think I'm hoping, I can't really do the math at the top of my head right now, but hopefully I'm ahead of him. But mad respect to him and everyone around me in the table. But yeah, I mean, the main thing that came to my mind when I came to practice was I haven't practiced throughout the entire week. So I was like, you know what, today I'm just gonna use all day practice, 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 and get myself prepared. And I guess it worked out because I didn't crash this time. So I will definitely take that. I will definitely take that. Trust me.
buddy, all I was thinking about was like, don't F this up. I mean, you.
Dude, that was going through my mind as well, man. I was like, please, Justin, do not bleep this up right now. Do
Yep.
not do it. Like, oh man. But yeah, it was a great result, great race. Congratulations to all of the drivers out there. And yeah, I mean, yeah, and thanks to you, of course, for commentating as always and putting up with our shtick. Uh, but yeah, man, it feels weird talking to you again. Honestly,
I know you
the last
haven't
time I
you haven't
spoke
won a
to you was
race in
probably
a minute.
5 years ago.
It's
Well,
been a while.
because the last time I spoke to you was when I did commentary for season 3.
I remember.
That was a long time ago, man. And that
Well,
was just
hey,
a sport.
you have some pace when you're out there and you don't crash the car. So you're gonna give Nuke and LJ and HPR. I mean, you guys are all in like a little class together, and you guys are gonna.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Dipshy and Ricardus are coming along. Like Dipshy, jeez, dude, he goes off the track in turn 1, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got a little help, I think, from a little pink car, and I'll just leave it at that. Obviously,
I'm gonna have to watch the replay.
and he was off the track, turn 1, lap 1, got damaged when the back end of his car hit the wall, but he climbed all the way back up to a top 5 from that. Like,
Man.
he's coming for you.
Wait,
So
really?
was that?
So he kind of replicated my result from last week.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, bud. Man.
Yeah. Awesome.
But hey, but that's what I'm saying. Like, doesn't matter if you're at the back of the field or at the front. Everyone here is talented, except for me. But basically, it's like it's great to race with these guys, man, because like we all learn from each other, and it's just the greatest thing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Well, congratulations again, man. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Any shout outs before we let you go?
How much time do I have?
None.
None. Oh, great. Well, then I'm gonna soak this in then. So I got a couple colleagues actually watching from home. So shout out to them. What's it called? A couple sponsors on the car from Bermuda Island Games. Shout out to them. Diz Tactical 7th Legion. Shout out to my crew over there as well. Rush Superstars, football team that I play with. Shout out to them as well. But the main one I want to give a shout out to is Pixteca, Tom, and at HyPrix, because I mean you said it before. I'm not a guy that races that much, and I haven't put my name out or the HyPrix name out, and I want to say a couple years. So having them still put deliveries out for me and allow me to represent the team is a great honor. So I want to give a shout out to them most of all. So thank you, HyPrix, Pixteca, and Average Tom. Love you guys.
Awesome. Congratulations. All right. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks when we go back to Canada and the GT3 cars out there, and we'll see how you guys do. All right. Take it easy, guys.
Basically, I'm going to go last place.
All right. You guys take it easy.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. That was fun. those guys really put on a great race for us today. Appreciate all of you who are here watching and or watching it on the replay. That's some good times. That's some good times. And man, that finish was friggin' beautiful. I'm so excited for it. I want to kind of go back and watch it again, but I got stuff to do. But you all get to enjoy it, so you can go back and watch all the action. It's there on the DVR for you, so you can check it all out. Thanks again for coming by. Don't forget, we're next weekend. We don't have any racing, so everybody is going to be back the following weekend. We'll be hitting up round 2 of IGTS, and we will be at Fuji. It's not on the calendar here, but it's May 9th, I think is what that weekend is. That Saturday we'll be there, and we'll be at Gilles Villeneuve here in our World Cup race. So a lot of fun as drivers look for the championship coins. We'll be halfway through the season after next race. It's going by really fast, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, shout out to our sponsors, PC Systems and Origin Micro. Thanks for everything you do, guys. It's a lot of fun to have it. So thanks everyone for being here, and we're going to catch all of you next time around. Have a good one.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
PC Systems, your dedicated call center partner. We specialize in live customer support as a service, a 24/7 support center, empowering system integrators, operators, and innovators to execute seamlessly at scale, precisely when and where it matters most. Our TaaS model encompasses infrastructure, technology procurement, and comprehensive implementation and lifecycle support. With 3 decades of industry expertise, PC Systems leads in collaborative solutions across hospitality, multifamily student housing, and healthcare. As your trusted white label support partner, PC Systems operates seamlessly in the background, acting as an extension of your team and brand. Simple pricing and transparent solutions allow us to extend your business reach at scale. Let us accelerate your project execution and provide the service delivery infrastructure to expand your business. Contact PC Systems, your call center partner.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.